What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Non-Fungible Twins. Today we have a good one for you. We'll be talking about Forever Voice AI, the first AI girlfriend. Then we'll be talking about technological shifts and the resulting jobs of the future and possible job losses. You get your appetite? All right, let's talk about Goldbelly. Goldbelly is a curated online marketplace of the US's best gourmet and regional iconic foods, which are conveniently shipped to your door. Then another startup, same industry, ToogoodtoGo, which is trying to reduce food waste in supermarkets, bakeries, etc. by selling these goods before the expiration date with steep discounts to the consumers. All right, enough of the intro. Let's jump in. What's up, Lucas? How's it going, bro?
I am doing fine after this awesome morning walk. So, Mark, what topics do you have today?
Ooh, today I got two good topics. They're both food related. First one is
Nice.
Too Good to Go, and the other one is called Goldbelly. How about you?
Ooh. So I have something called Forever Voice AI. So we'll be talking about AI.
Hey.
So basically the first AI girlfriend, which you can rent for $1 in a minute. We're going to talk about that. And then in general, I want to talk about future jobs. So basically with new AI, with the AI coming out, what are the new jobs that's going to be offering? And in general, more about the job creation. So yeah. You want to jump in?
Good. Sounds good. Let's start, bro. What do you got? What do you want to start with?
All right. I want to start with the first AI girlfriend. So Forever Voice AI basically was created last year in November. And they made headlines 2 weeks ago when they used they launched their first AI powered girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they used a Snapchat influencer with 1.8 million subscribers. They cloned her voice, and now it's basically a bot that you can use in Telegram and chat with the clone of that influencer, which is quite interesting. So basically, for each minute that you text with her, you pay. So $1 per minute, and she has already over 1,000 boyfriends.
What is it?
So
what does the girlfriend respond when you say, "Are you okay?" Does it say, "I'm fine"?
I sent voice messages. So I saw,
I'm fine.
I'm okay. No, I don't know what to eat, and then eats all your fries. So that's not gonna happen. So don't worry about that one. No, but it's quite interesting. So the idea of it was basically so you never have to be lonely again. At the same time, I'm like, oof, this can also go the other way. But it's quite interesting that it's already out there. Because, like, for example, the CEO of the company, John Mayer, founded Forever Voices because his dad died in 2017, and he wanted to build it to reconnect and basically helped him with the passing. So basically help like when you hear the voice and then just like in the entire healing process. But at the same time, I'm like, this can create so many stalkers. Imagine you have like an AI girlfriend of, I don't know, give me a name of a famous actress, Mark.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson. You have this as your girlfriend, right? And then you just like always have voice messages, and then you just start creeping on them on real life. So I think that might be a little bit limiting. But how about you? What are your opinion on that one?
Well, I think you're right. It could be like that he creates a new generational wave of stalkers, or depending how good it is, that they actually feel that they have enough. I mean, it depends because there's some people that always want more, and then obviously the next to AI is a real world. But if they combine that maybe with sex robots or something, I could see that. I don't know. We need Sergio on the pod. Sergio, where you at?
Sergio, where you at?
I think it has obviously some risks, but I think it's super interesting, super cool. Specifically, I'm not sure about the passing one. I'm not sure if I want that, but I think it's a super interesting concept, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
For me, I think it's interesting if you use a person, like the voice of somebody you don't know, right? So, but if you're already a fan of somebody and then you use that voice, I think that's when it gets risky. Because like people creep up. It's like basically listening to a podcast, right? We listen to so much podcast. It feels like of course, it feels like you know that person, but it's just like a one way, right? It's because you consume so much content of that person that you basically feel like you know that person, but in real life you don't know that person.
Well, these are the risks, but I'm also want to talk about the business side. So how does it work for that celebrity or whoever is loaning out the voice? So they get paid in royalties. How does that work?
Actually, I couldn't find how it works. I just know that
Mm-hmm.
they charge 1 minute, but I'm assuming it's like a split. That's how I can
Okay.
imagine. They're like, okay, we provide everything, the infrastructure, the bot. You are licensing the voice, and then once you make, I don't know, it's because it's $1, maybe 50-50, who knows? But in the end, it makes a lot. I think in one article I saw it made like 78,000 in a week. So
Damn.
that's just crazy, and that's just, I mean, it's literally passive income, right? That comes back to then like
Yeah.
later in one day you can just like license out your voice,
I
which can
think that's
also later
great.
be used for movies. And yeah,
Yeah, it's I think it's also great because it gives these famous people or these actors another way to monetize, and
yeah.
it's super interesting, I think. And yeah, you're right. I think that will be also in the future for movies because I think this is not this startup, but there's a different one, right? That's somewhat related. So you can have a voice that say Arnold Schwarzenegger. He talks in English, and now you can with this AI, you can have this person talk in Chinese or I don't know, Spanish, and has the same, literally the same voice, and that's super cool. And I think that will happen
I'm
at some point too.
I'm not sure whether it's the same company. I know that this company,
Yeah, I don't think so.
the Forever Voice AI, basically had also you were able to talk to Steve Jobs and stuff like this. So it's quite interesting. So they did all these clones before like creating the first AI girlfriend, which is super cool. But of course, that also means like what are the risks, right? So like you
Yeah,
need to have, because imagine you license out your voice and then you're just being used for porn or whatever, right? So there need to be like measures to stop. Yeah, I mean it's we're laughing about it,
no,
but
you're right.
I mean, there's so many things that are not regulated, and it will be a shit show at the beginning.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think
makes sense.
that's, yeah, but it's still cool. This also brings me to like my next topic, Mark. I'm just gonna jump into it because I think it's like quite related towards it.
Sounds
I want
good.
to talk about the future of jobs, right? Because
Yeah.
every time there's like a shift in technologies, so for example the internet comes out, so there are more like data scientists, social media comes out. What's happened when social media comes out, Mark?
Yeah.
First you have like social media managers now, right? Facebook ads manager, like for example social media managers, they're over 27,000 social media managers in the United States alone.
Oh,
um
damn.
and that's quite a
That's
lot,
a lot.
right? So, because people always say, "Hey, new technologies, like the old jobs will disappear," but at the same time, like so many new jobs are being created, which you never even thought about. Like data science, like data scientists, like they become
Well,
more and
for
more
now,
important.
prompt engineer, right? I mean, who thought about a prompt engineer? I didn't.
That's exactly that's what I was going to now, right? So now with AI, you have to shift. And for example, data scientists, Mark, please go in the show notes and click on the
Yeah.
link, the Anthropic job offer.
Anthropic. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, they're offering a
Yeah.
job for prompt engineers and librarian. So basically, what you do, you only have to like discover, like basically write a lot of prompts, test it, which are the best
Mm-hmm.
prompts, so that the AI like gives the best results, right? And then create a library of all the like prompts. Now, guess how much? I mean, maybe you have seen it, but guess how much salary they make.
I I scrolled down, but I'm just gonna say 150,000.
Okay, okay. Now I will leave a few seconds for the audience. Like, think about how much you think you can make. You don't have. You only need basic engineering skills, like a little bit of Python, but nothing else. And then just like testing and creating a library, right? You need to be, of course, know how ChatGPT roughly works, but that's about it, right? So the price range is between I think 250,000 and 375K that people can earn
Yeah,
there.
280. Yeah.
So this is
Whew.
crazy. So you literally just all day testing the prompts. So you'd be like, hey, imagine you are a famous writer, and then like something like this, right? And for example, or you can chain certain prompts together because there's limiting factors right now in the models, in the learning models. But it's super interesting, and yeah, you can like even like this is like for me crazy how much you can earn without actually needing a lot of experience, because at the same time normally, like, remember when we were in university and we were like looking for jobs afterwards, and then be like, oh, you need at least 5 years of experience and it's an like a starter job, like, because you
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we're a starting position, but it would be awesome if you have 5 years of experience. You're like, how can I have 5 years of experience if it's in like a starter job? And this is not the case here.
I think this reminds me of a tweet that I saw back in the day. It was like it was this famous guy who invented I think it was React or React Native, and it was like, so I just found online that there's a job offer for a React Native job and for at least 5 years of experience, which is funny because I developed it 2 years ago. So I'm like, it's the
Well, I mean
classic
that
here. Like,
that's the best example, right? It's just like, but how is that even possible, right? And I mean now with that paradigm shift, like now for prompt engineers, you don't need to have that, right? If you're really into it, you can get like great jobs there, which I think is really really amazing. And yeah, this
hmm
will like also like a quote which is like really really like interesting, directly from Sam Altman. So Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI. Basically he said like writing a really good prompt for a chatbot persona is an amazing high leverage skill. So as you can see, like, even like the CEO of OpenAI says it's like really really important. And yeah, of course, if you have amazing prompts, which then be used by 100 million users,
No,
this job
100%.
this is gonna be like really really important. And like, who would have
Especially
thought about
since
it
the
even
outcome
last
is
year?
so incredible.
Yeah, like who would have thought about it last year, right? Because you look at it and be like, I have no idea. Like, what is this? And I think that's quite amazing.
No, I
Hey,
agree.
Mark. Now after talking so much, I'm a little bit hungry. So tell me, what do you got for us?
No. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Do you want to go fancy or do you want to go environment first? What are you feeling?
I want to fill my belly. I want to fill my belly.
So what are we going? Where are we going? Fancy or environment?
I'm
What
good
are you
with
saying?
Goldbelly. I'm good with Goldbelly.
All right. Let's go with Goldbelly. All right. So what is Goldbelly? So basically, Goldbelly is a curated online marketplace of the nation's, because it's just in the US, nation's best gourmet and regional iconic foods and conventionally shipped to your door. So this is their pitch line. End of the day, you can, it's a mix of HelloFresh and well, Uber Eats, I always say.
Yeah.
So end of the day, you can just go there. Super cool. You can go like, hey, there's a special deli in New York, for example, that sells briskets, these sandwich briskets. So what they do is they basically pre-pack briskets, as well
Mhm.
as the bread, and then give you instructions on how to make that at home. So they basically send out these cooking sets that you
So
can
like
do then
HelloFresh?
from home. Yeah, exactly. That's like a mix of HelloFresh kind of in there. So it's super interesting. I saw a YouTube video of this guy who ordered. He lived, I think, in California, and he ordered pizza from New York. And so he gets there. So basically, everything comes frozen
Yeah.
and in these packages, and then you can just have, I don't know. He's had like 4 packs of 2 pizzas, and
Yeah.
he just basically had in his instructions, hey, put the oven on 230, well, Celsius, and then just put the pizza in for 2 minutes, and then if you want this on the side, you have to prepare it this way. So super cool, super interesting,
Yeah.
because I feel like this will give the high end, or let's say the foodies, a different outlet in terms of in comparison to HelloFresh, because HelloFresh is first of all do it yourself. You just get the ingredients, and then they give you somewhat vague instructions.
Yeah.
And this one is specifically you have the taste of where you want it, etc. So I think this is super cool for the high end. I think that's it's interesting.
Question there
Um,
is, so
yep.
for all these fancy restaurants, right? Like,
hmm
does it even make sense? So because, like, I don't know, if I imagine like a fancy, super fancy restaurant, like they have like, like their preparation time takes so long. Like, do they have so much capacity still left over, that they can do that to join that, or is there like a minimum requirement to join? Like, for example,
I'm
you
not
need
sure
to
if there's a
have
minimum
at least.
requirement, but I think so. I'm guessing this is my thought. They're probably doing this in off hours, right? Because
Mhm.
restaurants are not open 24/7. Well,
Yeah.
they're just usually in the night or doing like for lunch. So you have the morning capacity, etc., to start these offers and
Mhm.
get them done. And I think there's a minimum requirement that you need to have to be part of it. So they only have the best of the best restaurants, either they're famous or they have really high ratings, etc. And it's been going well, Lucas. Like they raised 100 million in 2021, a
Oh
Series C.
wow! How
Yeah.
many restaurants are in the system? Do we
Ooh,
know that?
that's a good question. Let me check it.
I
A few
mean,
thousand probably.
so would I be able, like, while you look for it, would I be able to just order of a Michelin star restaurant?
Yeah, so they have I don't know if they have
That's
Michelin stars, but they
nice.
have really famous ones,
Yeah.
and it's over 1,000 restaurants. But it's only
Oh
in the
wow.
U.S. So I tried to look it
Ah.
up if there's something in Europe,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find anything like that. So maybe there is. If you guys know something, please let us know. I would like to check it out. And yeah, I think that's super cool. I thought that was a super cool find, super interesting because
Yeah.
it has a specific niche that it targets, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it does it very well.
The
Because food,
niches
man,
bring you the riches, bro.
I know, but you would think that there's not that many foodies because I don't
Well, I
identify
mean,
as a
we really
foodie,
know a
but
few, right? So Axel is one. Hey, Axel.
that's true, true, true. Elise likes food as well. She went to a couple of Michelin stars, so she
Yeah.
loves that stuff. No, for sure, but I don't know. I found this is super interesting, but something that I have never thought about.
Yeah. Neither have I. It's like definitely out of my scope. It's definitely out of my protein and oats scope. But I'm basic. But my question there is, Mark, please. I mean, we for all the listeners, we will have it also. Goldbelly, who live in the US, we will have the link in the description, so don't worry about it. But do you know what the average cost per meal?
Well, so this is the thing. So they have these meals in terms of pre-packed, but they also
Yeah.
have meat. Like you can order meat online as well. So they have like something like butcher box as well. So you can order
Oh,
meats.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is super interesting. And that was like I think 8 to 10 pounds for $180, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was comparable to a butcher box.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting that they cover also that side because they have obviously the supply and the demand. So interesting
Man,
side aspect of that. They cover a lot.
that is just super, super. All right, guys. Let me just quickly open the website for you guys and share the screen. There, here we go. Look, everybody. Just look how amazing this looks. Man, that just gets me hungry. Look at this galactic pizza right there. Doesn't that look fancy? Here we go. Let's go for the galactic pizza. Here we go. Mm. Oof. Oh, so 139 four pack. Oh wow. I mean, they ain't cheap. Let's put it this way.
Nope.
Joey's pick.
I mean, most of that's the thing about it. It's also packaging, etc. But
Yeah.
it's pretty pricey because it's usually the shipping, like it says, free shipping, right? So it's included in the
Mm-hmm.
price.
Three
And since
pizzas,
it's
margarita
fresh
pizza.
food, it needs to be shipped specially, right?
I mean that's kind of fine, right? So margarita pizza 3 pack in San Francisco, 120. Because if you like, when I went there, I was like 27 for a pizza, which was pretty shitty. But man,
Uh,
that's some cool
It
stuff,
is
man.
it is super interesting. All right, bro. But now we
I
got
like
high
it.
end. All right.
All right.
So what if I told you you could save money getting groceries? What's your reaction?
I mean, I'm already in. You had me at save money, so the rest I'm just like zoomed out.
Perfect, perfect. So I found this. Well, I didn't find that. At least told me this. So there's something called Too Good To Go, which
Yeah.
is a great app that you can check out. So
Mm-hmm.
basically what they do is you can get food that's about to spoil and get a steep
Oh,
discount.
yeah.
It's also available in Spain and mostly in Europe as well as in the US. I think it is from the US or the UK. I know it's from the
Yeah.
UK actually. Super
Nice.
interesting. It's from restaurants, supermarkets. They have it all. I think,
That,
and then the question is like, why is it relevant? I mean, in Europe alone, 132 billion worth of food goes to waste every year,
yeah, it's
and
crazy.
worldwide, it's over $1 trillion.
Yeah.
So it's insane amount of food that goes to waste. So in this way, you can kind of save it from going to waste, as well as these kind of restaurants or supermarkets that usually couldn't be able to sell it, get the opportunity to sell it at a discount. Kind of interesting. Really, really, really like the idea. I'm not sure if there's if it's supported by the European Union, but I'm guessing there's probably some funding going on there as well, because food waste is a big, big problem.
For sure. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of it because in the
I
end,
know,
like,
I'm gonna
if you
check it
look
out.
at all
So
the
I found it.
bakeries and all stuff.
Yeah. So I found it already, and there's one in Barcelona. So as we live in Barcelona, super
Ooh.
cool. We're gonna check it out. So next episode, I'll have it checked out already. Let you guys know how it was, and I think a future prediction, because I think this one will grow. I mean, they only raised 45 million dollars. Well, so
I mean, 45 is a lot already, right? So I mean, 45 million.
Yeah, it is.
I
but if
wish
you compare
we
it-
would have already raised 45 million, but who am I?
Fair enough, but the question is also, you have to consider how big the market is.
Yeah.
Right. If you go food waste, then you have obviously steep discount on how many people want to eat that, and in general, when it does spoil, is there still an opportunity to sell it?
Yeah.
I think that is not that much, and
especially it's not gonna go away, right? It's like
Yeah.
we're always gonna buy groceries, so it's a super nice. I mean, right now on the website, it looks super nice. Fancy.
Exactly. It is a cool place. I mean, the last round they said, all right, Crunchbase says in January 2021 was their $31 million round, but they said also they had one last year in July again, but it is not specified how much they raised, etc. So
Nice.
yeah. So that's what I found. I thought it was super cool, and I wanted to talk about it because I want to check it out.
Loved
And
it.
That's
I like
it
the
for me,
combination,
bro.
I like the combination. AI and then food. Nice.
Everybody
That makes
needs
me already
that.
hungry
That's
for
the
breakfast.
future.
All right, bro. I think that's the part.
All right.
Peace.
I'll see you then.
Peace. Catch you next one, guys.